This is it. Tonight, the curtains are open in Vancouver here at Canada Field. The Legion are coming off a spectacular win over the Glory last week. The Storm are expected to bounce back tonight as they fall to 0-2 for the first time in franchise history. Both teams are looking to conquer this SFL battle, as in week number 3 in the SFL as the season starts to heat up and catch fire. It's the SFL on the SFL Twitch network. I am your play-by-play commentator tonight, Timon Simeon. Alongside me is Benji Matson with Jacob Clear and Mark Lopez on stats. We're in Vancouver, Canada at Canada Field as the Legion take on the Florida Storm. When you can run it, throw it, and catch it, you're official SFL championship contender. The Storm versus the Legion is next here on SFL Twitch. Benji, what are your takes for tonight's game, sir?
Come on. Happy to be here with you tonight. I'm looking forward to this game. Florida, this is the 100th game in this storied franchise. They would love nothing else than to secure a victory tonight in Vancouver. They're going to play their hearts out for their coach on their 100th game. Vancouver played well last week. They're excited to be back at home. This is going to be an exciting game, knockout, drag them out fight. I can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
You're absolutely right. It's going to be a great matchup here, if you ask me. At least that's what I'm expecting it to be, a great matchup. I do not know the outcome of this game, but the Legion came off a great win last week versus the Lone Star Glory, 30-7, and the Storm is coming off a devastating loss to the Jacksonville Kings of 27-7 last week. So the Storm is pretty much looking to bounce back here tonight. Benji, and the ball is on the tee and booted. We have a ball game that has started here now. Started from the goal line. Here's the return man out to, looks like about the 26-yard line. This Legion offense has moved the ball pretty well last week.
Yeah, they had a great week last week. Looking forward to see what they can do today against the Storm.
Let's look at Tom Pepper, quarterback for the Legion here. Strong I formation, handoff here to the halfback. Halfback got open, daylight, and he's got to pass midfield. Picks up first down and more on that carry down to the 49-yard line of the Storm. That is what the Storm did not want to happen to start this ball game. Take the replay.
But this is a great start for the Legion here. Robert Redford, he's already eclipsed his entire yardage total on the ground from last week. He only had about 19 yards on 13 carries. This is what I thought the Legion would want to do right out of the gate today, is get Robert Redford involved. This is their new weapon on the offensive side of the ball. He came over from Las Vegas this year. They want to see what he can do.
Tom Pepper underneath the center. Looks like the same formation. This is a weak Joker's eye there. There's Tom Pepper on a 5-step drop going across the middle of the field. That pass is going to be deflected away.
Tight pass. Had two receivers in the same area there. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication, or one receiver didn't quite clear the space yet for the underneath route there. But nonetheless, incomplete pass could have gone the other way. Some tight coverage there. But the Legion lived to fight another down here.
Second and 10 here now for the Legion. Twins right here for Peppers. Throws to the out route, and that pass is going to be caught. That is Brett Killian coming away with his first reception of the night, and he's going to pick up 6 yards on that reception.
Yeah, nice little flood play there to the right side of the field, the short field. The underneath route was able to get clear, make some good positive yardage on that second down play. Sets up a 3rd and 4 for the Legion just across their side of the field, or I should say on the Florida side of the field. We'll see what they can do here at this 3rd down.
I like that look of Vancouver flooding the other side of the field. Now they flooding the left side here. Handoff here to Redford, and Redford's going to be stopped. Looks like going to pick up 1 yard there. 4th and 3 now for the Legion. And Benji, they're going to have to punt the ball away. Great defense here by the Storm on that last possession.
Yeah, after that first explosive play by Robert Redford on first down, the Vancouver Legion drive comes to a halt here. They have to punt the ball off. Not what you wanted to see happen on this first possession of the game, but they have a great opportunity here to pin the Storm deep.
And here's Brian Patrick taking the snap. There's the punt. And looks like the return man is going to let it bounce, and it's going to go inside the 5, or maybe right at the 5 yard. Well, this is the 7. Where the Storm will take over. Now here comes Ron Cochran, Benji. and this Florida offense that struggled last week. What is your take for Cochran and this Storm offense?
Yeah, 4 interceptions last week by quarterback Ron Cochran and the Storm. It's just going to be tough to win any game in the SFL when you turn the ball over 4 times on offense. So I can think right out of the gate, too, they want to take care of this ball on this first drive and see what they can make happen.
Split back, 3 wide receiver set here for the Storm. They're going to hand off here. Couldn't tell if that was the fullback or the halfback. And looks like that was J.W. Doyle, number 45 there on the carry. And Doyle is the halfback here of the Storm.
Jack Hammer, J.W. Doyle, he's a new transplant, played fullback last year for the Storm, getting his reps now at halfback. They want to see him tote the rock a ton today.
3 wide receiver set, single back is Doyle. Cochran calling the signal, 3-step drop, throws it off to Doyle in the flats, and looks like Doyle's going to pick up a first down. No, he's going to pick up 9 only. Stopped at the 26-yard line of Florida. Gang tackle there by a few players of the Legion. That was Kyler Murray on the tackle as well, who led the lead.
Yeah, you see the versatility there of J.W. Doyle catching that swing pass to the right, making great yardage, almost enough for the first down there. But you're starting to see right off the bat how Florida's going to want to utilize him today in this matchup.
Florida is loving this 3 wide receiver set, single back formation. There's a tight end on the field. Hand off to Doyle, and Doyle stopped at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be stuffed. And that was Kevin Brackett on the tackle, along with Washington, DeAndre Washington, that is, meeting Doyle right at the line of scrimmage, Benji.
Yeah, great play. They kind of zeroed in on him there. Third play in a row, Doyle touched the ball. They zeroed on him right away.
Split back formation again here. Looks like the same play, which was the first play. Hand off to Doyle. Doyle got the first down and more. Picks up the first down. He's brought and tackled down by number 27, Mark Lopez.
Yeah, so far early on here, it's the Doyle show for the Florida Storm. I think this is going to be a key component if they're going to have success today in Vancouver. They know if you're not throwing the ball, you're not going to throw an interception, obviously. So keeping the ball on the ground here early to start this game, maybe what they have had in mind here for the game plan today. But yeah, this is heavily featuring J.W. Doyle here on this opening drive for the Storm.
I do like the game plan of the Storm by putting the ball into Doyle's hand. But then again, Doyle could get tired on this drive if the team make it into the red zone, and then you have to bring in your backup non-contract player. 2-step drop here by Cochran. Cochran's under pressure, and he's brought down hard at the 30-yard line. Going to lose 6 yards on that play there, and that is Lee Adama on the tackle there. Here's a look at the replay, Benji.
Yeah, Lee Adama, his 2nd sack on the year. Coming into today, the Legion defense only had a single sack through those first 2 games. So here early on in this game, 2nd sack for the team, and it's Lee Adama's 2nd sack on the season.
Lee Adama blew right past the guard there on that play there. Cochran, another 1-step drop. Got a man, is Como! Down to the 44, 1-yard short of the first down.
Play by Como there, hang on to that ball, make a great play on the ball, dive. I thought he would stretch that ball out just enough to get that first down, but he's tackled just short. Still, though, a fantastic play. 3rd and short here for the Storm. It'll be interesting to see if they hand it off to Doyle again.
I like the confidence of Cochran. He showed toughness there after taking a big sack on the previous play. He only took a 1-step drop, stood there in the pocket, and converted that last throw there. Play action here now for Cochran. Cochran got a man wide open to the top of the field, and that pass is caught and completed to E.J. Minnick. I'm sorry, Minson.
E.J. Minson has been picking up the slack for this Florida team. They're having some troubles moving the ball offensively this year, but E.J. Coming over from tight end to play wide receiver this year, and you saw there he made a great play on the ball, helped secure it for the first down. He's been a bright spot for the team so far this season.
Ron Cochran underneath the center. Hand off here to Doyle. Doyle stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Man, he's hit hard in the backfield. And that is
Lee Adama again. Yeah, he could. He's hungry. You know, he's an all-star defensive player for this squad. He's been quiet so far this year. He's ready to feast here at home today, perhaps.
Well, he absolutely looks like he's ready. Got a tackle and a sack so far here on the first drive for the Storm. 2nd and 10 for Cochran. Cochran takes another 1-step drop, scrambles, and Lee Adama. Oh, as the pass is picked off, intercepted. You got to give credit to the cornerback, Kyler Murray there, playing great defense, and it all falls from the pressure of your guy who you just spoke of.
Lee Adama, he makes the play here. Ron Cochran should not have thrown this ball, let alone throw it back across his body. This is a bad play by the quarterback. I know no one wants to be sacked by Lee Adama. Obviously, he's come to play today, but I think you need to do a better job of taking care of the ball. He should have just taken the sack there and lived to play another day. Instead, Legion have great field position on the second drive.
Here's Vancouver. Tom Pepper in a gun straight formation here. 3-step drop, pass top to the top of the field, and that pass is caught and completed. And that's Rich Pratchett there on that reception. But Benji, I want to go back to the previous play for the Storm. Not only did Cochran throw the ball across his body, he threw it back across the other side of the field, which is a no-no anytime by any quarterback.
Yeah, Devon, that's a big no-no. I think coach is probably telling him that on the sideline right now. This Florida Storm defense has had to get up off the benches a bit too soon, run out here and play some D on this drive, but we'll see what they can do.
Absolutely. Here's Cochran once again, step back, dumps off to the halfback, and he's going to pick up the first down on that swing pass, and that is Robert Redford again. And little Robert Redford, man, is pretty shifty and powerful at the same time.
Little Robert Redford, 5'10", 200 pounds. He sure did not look like it on that play. Muscling his way, bullying his way forward for that first down. We saw his versatility there on that play for the Legion.
I'm not sure if Robert Redford has a nickname, but I'm going to name him one soon. And here's Tom Pepper, got a completion across the middle of the field, and that is to Pratchett once again. Pratchett has been Pepper's #1 target on this drive.
Yeah, he's been his #1 target. Well, one of his #1 targets, I guess, on the season this year. But Pepper did a great job of staying in the pocket there. The pressure was starting to get to him, but just waited long enough for Pratchett to get open there in the middle. He found that sweet spot right in the middle of that zone there. He had a great game last week and is looking to continue with his great play today.
Absolutely. Tom Pepper underneath the center this time. Trips left. Looks like a tight bunch formation here. Single back formation is Redford. Pepper calling the play, takes a 5-step drop. Has all day. He's going deep down the field, and that pass is going to be tipped away and complete. But Tom Pepper did try to convert that downfield. Ryan Davidson on the deflection there, and the Storm and defense has to be happy with the coverage of the safety.
Yeah, great play there by Davidson in the secondary to tip that ball at the last minute, tip it away from Nick Finch. But I thought there, if Nick Finch could have just turned around and gotten his eyes back on that ball, he would have had a chance to come down with that one for the touchdown. That would have been a fantastic play for Nick Finch there. But great play by the Florida defense there to stop that play. Tom Pepper had all day in the pocket to wind up and throw that one. And you want to see the Storm bring some pressure here, and don't let Tom Pepper sit back and have all day in that pocket.
Like a bunch formation once again. Three linemen set here for the Storm. They're going to bring a linebacker, and Redford's going to catch the ball, but it's going to be out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. And I want to correct myself. Davidson is not the safety. He's the cornerback. He basically overran the play, then came back for the deflection.
And Vancouver offensive line gave Pepper some good time there too, but he needed to drift to the right on that play. And I think maybe the timing just got disrupted and hit his out route there, but just wasn't enough room for Redford to turn that ball upfield.
On the previous possession, the Storm went 9 plays, 47 yards before throwing that interception. Here's 5 wide receiver on the field for Tom Pepper on 3rd and 10. Got a lot of crossing routes going across the field. Looks like 90 all slants, and they're going to come up short by 3 yards.
Yeah, that play works some of the time. Some of the time it doesn't work. But sending all receivers into that middle area, you never know what you're going to come up with. Made the catch there, but there was a lot of traffic across the middle there. Didn't make obviously enough for the first down there, but Legion going to try and kick it through the uprights here to establish an early lead in this game.
And Hammer comes away with the tackle there. And this is going to be, it looks like a 41-yard attempt, or 40-yard attempt here by the kicker, Ryan Rakowski, and it's good. 41 right down the middle. Give him credit. Give him 3 points added to his stats on the stat sheet.
A short drive here by the Legion, but they capitalize on that Florida turnover. 7 plays, 33 yards by the Legion here in this 41-yard field goal. If you're the Legion, this is what you wanted to see happen. You wanted to sit back, wait, let your defense, your opportunistic defense, maybe see if they could force another turnover early by Florida, which is exactly what happened. Legion would have liked to turn that into 6 points there, but they'll settle for that field goal.
Absolutely. Here's Rakowski looking to kick the ball off here back to the Florida Storm. And there's the return man. Taking it from the 10-yard line. He's going to run it out to the 32 of the Storm. Now let's see if Cochran can tone it down with the INTs.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he's gonna need to be careful on this drive. Drive number 1 of the ball game. They just turned around. They handed the ball off to J.W. Doyle. Maybe they want to go back to him here. They don't want to tire him out. The game is still young, but you definitely don't want to turn this ball over again 2 drives in a row. They want to sustain some plays here, sustain a drive, and get this ball deep into Vancouver territory.
3 wide receivers set. Got a man across the middle of the field. That pass is going to be deflected away. And it looked like Kyler Murray was on a deflection there. That was Cochran passing the ball to his receiver, Stephen Bush, and Bush was unable to come away with it.
Yeah, had a good time in the pocket, just set it up, and there was several players meeting at the point of attack there, and he would have been lucky. It would have been a great play if he could have held onto that ball, but it looked like there were 3 Legion defenders in that area who made great plays on the ball. That was just going to be a tough play to make for Florida.
And throwing the ball into enemy territory like that, as you just stated, there was 3 Legion defenders there in the vicinity of the direction of the pass. Here's gun straight here formation for the Storm. And it looks like Vancouver is only going to bring 3 men. They're going to bring a safety as well on a corner blitz. He wasn't able to get there, and this pass is going to be deflected away by 22 of the secondary.
Great play by Major Key there in the secondary, sticking that big mid up there, knocking that ball down on that 2nd and 10 play. A lot of receivers out in that pattern, and he was able to kind of cut that receiver's route short and knock that ball down. Great play by Major Key.
I was looking for Major Key. He's at the bottom of the deal there. I was looking for him to be in the numbers to fall into play. And there's Cochran with a first down across the middle of the field to the tight end, and that is Varandine, first reception of the night.
Yeah, the rookie tight end this year taken by Florida, Varadin Zarkov. 1 lone reception coming in today for 8 yards. It's great to get the tight end. Always great to get the tight end involved early in these games. He can really be a security blanket for Ron Cochran in this game. Look for that tight end over the middle when you need to get rid of that ball. Tight
ends are people too, Benji. They need the ball as well. and there's Doyle on the handoff. Picks up 3 yards. He's tackled by a host of Legion.
Yeah, look who's muscling in there. That defensive line is starting to get in there, keying off on Doyle there. First down short, 3-yard gain for Florida, but they're stringing some plays together here. Hopefully they want to see if they can push this ball into Vancouver territory.
2nd and 7 here now for the Storm. It's like a handoff here to Doyle, and Doyle goes nowhere. He's going to lose a yard on the play, Benji. Man, is that Uwadaya again?
I think Adama is in there too. I think he was assisted there on the end by one of his D-line brothers. I didn't quite see if it was Culberson or Prokoko that assisted there. But once again, Lee Adama is living in the backfield today early in this first quarter.
Udama is causing a lot of havoc here on this front line for the Legion. And it looks like they're going to go man coverage here across the board. Play action to Doyle in the shotgun. Got a man open up the top of the field, and that pass is caught.
A great play on the outside there. I think that ball was caught by, was that Optimus Klein? Oh no, EJ Minson there. EJ Minson continues to be a bright spot for this Florida team. He comes into the game today leading the team in targets. Optimus Klein, hopefully we get the chance to talk about him today. He's been really limited in 2 games so far this year. And I know that's a conversation point when you talk to the coach about his game, his play so far this year. But EJ Minson's really been stepping up for the Storm.
Here's bunch tight here for the Storm, and they're going to complete a pass to the top of the field, and they're going to pick up 8 yards on that play there, and that is Como coming away with that reception. He started off strong on the first possession that the Storm had. He comes away with that second one right there.
Yeah, the Storm Ron Cochran's really liking this left side of the field here for Florida. Maybe they're seeing something here in the patterns or the defense, or maybe they're just taking what Vancouver's given them here. But he's looking to this left side of this defense often here and getting some good results.
Como has 3 targets on 2 catches, 22 yards on the day so far. 3 wide receivers set here. There's going to be a handoff to Doyle, and Doyle's met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Legion once more. And it looks like Brackett was on the tackle there.
I also think Big Michael Prokoko is in on that one too. I believe he also got his big mitts on the running back there.
Kevin Brackett leads the way in the middle of the defense. And off to Doyle, and Doyle's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage again. It's Brackett once more, back-to-back big tackles for this Legion defense, and they forced the Storm to punt it away.
Yeah, Brackett had an outstanding game last week, 9 tackles, and is starting off again too. You know, it's great playing linebacker for the Legion when you've got a player like Lee Adama up front, kind of causing havoc on that with the offensive line. You get the wonderful chance to clean up those messes there near the line of scrimmage.
Will the Legion go for it here? 2 seconds left on the ticker, and they're going to call a timeout. Oh, no, I would have just allowed the time to go out. You waste a timeout here. That's a bad call by the head coach of the Florida Storm. What a waste of a timeout. I mean, like, what is 1 second? You know, in the first quarter, I could see if it was the second quarter, you know, and you got 1 second, you probably want to come out in Hail Mary situation, but 1 second in the first quarter, why call a timeout there?
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see if that comes back to haunt the Storm in this first half, if they have a chance with the ball as the second quarter winds down. We'll see what happens here, but now they're lining up for a field goal here.
Andy Hamilton in the chat, the owner of the Legion, he says he'll take the timeout. Here's the kick here by the Storm, and they're going to get a 50-yarder. Benji, you got to be kidding me, son. I know people who don't even drive that far.
There we go. Great kick by Ethan Sneed. He had plenty of distance, too, on that one. That would have been good for 55 or 56, perhaps. A great kick by Ethan Sneed to capitalize at the end of this drive, tied up.
And you're watching the Simulation Football League on the SFL Twitch network. And if you're wondering what you're watching, this is the Simulation Football League. You're watching the first time controllers esports, where strategy and AI instead of thumbs determines the outcome. Teams submit game plans prior to the simulation, and the results play out live in real time with hundreds of viewers, turned players, scouts, coaches, and team owners on the field to create an all new kind of virtual reality. Visit www.simulationfl.net for more information. Benji, Storm marches down the field, kicks a field goal, 50-yarders. Now the Legion takes over here. They're coming out in the strong I formation. Well, I take that back. It's like going to be the weak I formation. Jokers, that is. Redford had a big carry, his first carry of the game, and here's Redford again on that same play. Spin move, breaks a tackle or two, breaks another. Oh my, they can't bring down the hamster, the muscle hamster.
Grab some Gatorade while you're there, Robert Redford. Stay hydrated. He's going to have himself a game. I think that Legion want to make sure he runs this ball often. I think first down, positive yardage here, and they're getting him the ball early. They didn't necessarily have to feed him the rock last week in the game that they played. It just wasn't a part of the game plan, the way the game unfolded here. But 3-3 tie, second quarter, big game at home for Vancouver. They've got a great running back here in Robert Redford, who's producing some results here so far today. Just keep giving him the rock, see what he can do.
Strong ice spread here now for the Legion. Redford in the backfield. 5-step drop here by Pepper. Pepper dumps it off, and they're going to pick up 3 yards on that reception. That's going to be Finch coming away. I think that's Finch's first reception of the game.
Yeah, a good reception there by Nick Finch. I think that he might not have been the primary receiver on that pass play, but good coverage down the field by Florida, and Tom Pepper took what he could get from the defense on that play.
Trips left, 5 wide receiver here for Pepper. Throws across into the field. That pass is going to be intercepted by the Florida Storm. Give credit to the free safety, Ryan Tobin, on that interception there.
I think we saw the Legion run this play earlier in the game, and Tom Pepper sat back in that pocket and waited for Pratchett to get open across the middle here. He wasn't patient enough. I think he got rid of this ball a little bit too soon, and I think the receiver just wasn't where he expected him to be. That was a great play by the Storm defense. Turning Vancouver over. Now 1 turnover apiece. This is a good ball game we got so far.
Tight bunch here now for the Storm. Off right is the halfback Doyle. Doyle's going to pick up 9 yards on that carry.
There we go. Doyle doing work on first down. He saw what Robert Redford's doing on the other side of the ball, and he's like, give me the ball. He's a little bit bigger than Robert Redford. A little bit more of a bully, perhaps, when he runs. Had great results there. Nice 9-yard gain by the Doyle. Sets up a second and short.
Doyle, 6'2", 230 pounds, leading the way for the Storm in the run game. Single back formation. Cochran takes a step back, dumps it off here to Doyle. Doyle going to run the guy over, picks up the first down, and tackled down at midfield, and comes away on that tackle.
First down for the Storm. This mimics that first drive of the game they had. Run with Doyle, outlet pass to Doyle. It was the Doyle show on that first drive, and they sustained it for a while, had some good luck until it ended a bit too soon. But now already has 10 carries on the day, 40 yards. This is a good day here. Already still just in the first half for J.W. Doyle. Doing some good damage on the ground.
Play back formation here. Look for a handoff to Doyle. Oh, no, they're going to dump it off in the flats to him. Doyle runs a guy over, number 23. My goodness, you got to come stronger than that, Ashley Finch.
2 catches in a row. J.W. Doyle has to reach back behind him and snag it with one hand. Two plays in a row. He does that, and here he turns around and flattens the guy who was sent to tackle him. That's a great play by J.W. Doyle on that second down. He's touched the ball 3 plays in a row, all positive plays for the Storm. Let's just see if they keep feeding him the ball.
Man defense here by Vandy, and they're going to throw it out to Como. Como going to pick up the first down after the reception, and that is his 3rd catch of the night. 1st and 10 at Vancouver's 36-yard line. This is the Florida Storm offense that we're used to seeing in past history, Benji.
Yeah, absolutely. They're running really well right now. Everything's working. They're kind of taking their time, seeing what Vancouver's going to give them all across that front there, making the decision to run or pass something short, but things are going really well for the Storm right now.
Nickel formation is the defense. Out route down to the bottom of the field to Como. Como gets another reception. That's his 4th. Picks up 4 yards on that one. Now to the 32 of Vandy.
And that short drop back by Ron Cochran could be dangerous with those big defensive linemen swinging those big mitts out there. I mean, I would hate to see a fumble on one of those plays when Cochran decides to take one of those 1 or 2 step drops. Another one.
1 step drop here by Cochran. Throws it behind the line of scrimmage to Doyle. Was he out of bounds?
I believe he was.
If I was Cochran, I'd be praying that he was out of bounds because he would lose a significant amount of yards because that pass was way behind the line of scrimmage, Benji.
Yeah, here we go, 3rd and 6. Who would you be looking for maybe in a situation like this if you're the Storm? Who do you have who's a big target on the outside, who you can depend on, ready to go? Maybe a number 1 wide receiver. It'd be great if they could get Optimus Klein involved on a 3rd down like this.
Optimus Klein is yet to have a target thrown his way. 90-yard slants right there, and that pass is completed to Minson. And he picks up that reception and first down there. Cochran, 10 of 14, 88 yards on the day.
Yeah, performing well so far. E.J. Minson with another catch. I tell you what, you can't take the tight end out of a man. He's playing like one today. He's got that attitude. He wants that ball, and he's going to make hay with it once he catches it.
There's a handoff here by Doyle. Doyle goes nowhere. Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
DeAndre Washington coming up from his linebacker spot there on the inside, cleaning up that mess there. Great play by the Storm. Stopping that play there for 0 gain.
Vancouver out in the nickel defense. 3 wide receivers set here for the Storm. Handoff here to Doyle. Doyle breaks away. He picks up 4 yards on that handoff.
Secondary for Vancouver came up and made the tackle there after Doyle got past the line of scrimmage. Wasn't much room there to run on that play. Good defense by the Legion. Sets up a 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 6.
Four wide receivers set here for the Storm. Going across the middle of the field. That pass is deflected and almost intercepted. 2 Storms had 2 Legion defensive players had a crack at it. And Mark Lopez almost came away with that interception, Benji.
Yeah, Florida does not want to see this happen. I think Ron Cochran threw an interception on the goal line last week, and it really set the tone for that game. Unfortunately for Florida in that 27-7 loss to Jacksonville. So you do not want to turn the ball over here in the red zone. You got to take care of the ball. 3rd down, they were taking that shot into the end zone. It didn't work out. And this is the consolation prize here for the Storm, an opportunity to take the lead with a field goal. This is still a good inning to this drive for the Storm.
34-yard field goal attempt here now for the kicker of the Storm, Ethan Sneed, and it's right down the middle. Give him 6 more on the stat sheet. And Sneed is pretty excited for that 34-yarder.
Yeah, there we go. Good kick by the Florida Storm, and I'm gonna have to check my stats here really quick, and maybe someone else can help confirm this. But would this be the first lead in a game this season for Florida? I'm not. I'll have to get back to you on that one for sure. But hey, they're on the road playing tough in a tough environment to play in against Vancouver, and they're playing really well. They got the lead on the road, so I think Florida's really happy where they're at right now.
And here's Lopez. Lopez, the spin move on one guy, breaks out to the 31-yard line before he's tackled and brought down. And this is where the Legion's going to take over now. 6 minutes and 28 seconds here left in the second quarter. And the Storm are up 6-3. And this game is a lot closer. Well, I'm not going to say not closer. We're seeing offense, but we're also seeing great defense as well on these possessions here, Benji.
Yeah, I think Florida defense is playing really well. They're not letting the Legion extend these drives. I think they're doing a great job of getting off the field.
They bring 4, and that pass is complete across the middle of the field, and that is going to be to Finch on that reception. And there's a look at the comparison between both quarterbacks.
Yeah, 1 pick each today. They really want to limit these turnovers. I think that Florida was putting a premium on taking care of the ball today, and so far in this game on the road, they're doing a great job.
The Florida Storm are coming out in a 3 lineman set, but they're also bringing an extra backer in on a blitz. I'm seeing 4 every time they come. And there's a handoff here to Redford toward the bottom of the field, and Redford got daylight, crosses midfield out to the 48-yard line of Florida. And man, look at the little man run.
He's having great success today. We'll see when you get the stats updated here, but he's averaging, I think, 18 yards a touch, if I'm reading that right. Do I see 4 attempts for Robert Redford, 75 yards, 18.8 yards per carry? I think that Vancouver needs to turn around and hand the ball to Robert Redford.
I must say that I agree with you. I mean, he has been very, very productive in the run game. The Storm has yet to stop him. And there's a pass across the middle of the field, and that is to Pratchett. And Pratchett comes away with a big catch here for the Legion, down to the 23-yard line of the Storm. And man, this Legion offense is moving now.
Yeah, we see exactly what can happen when your offense is running the ball well. You have those linebackers, you have those safeties, zeroing in, watching what's going to happen in the backfield, and those passing lanes are wide open. You have all-star receivers getting open. I think when your running game is doing well, it just sets your entire offense up to have success.
Three wide receiver set here once again for the Storm. Looks like in a 3-4 formation. Strong I formation is the Legion. Cross the middle of the field. Looks like it got Pratchett once again. And no, that's not Pratchett. That is the Dan Daly, the tight end, coming away with that catch there. And I want to say that's the tight end's first reception.
Yeah, Florida's coming into this game today with 2 rookie linebackers, Roland Parrott, Eric Hammer, and a couple of these plays now we're seeing this wide open space in the middle where these Vancouver receivers are just settling in and catching this ball. Might be watching what these linebackers are doing here for Florida.
I formation, strong power I, and there's Redford once again right up the middle of the field. He picks up the first down, 13.8 yards per carry for the little guy. And man, he's really running the ball today.
Yeah, that one brings his average down a bit, unfortunately, but he's still running really well today. Dangerous weapon for Vancouver if they can continue to move the ball like this with him.
Although Redford is getting big yards on the ground, he's getting long gains, but this Florida defense is not allowing him to break away freely, that is. 3 wide receivers set here for Pepper. Pepper dumps it off to the fullback, and he's going to be stopped and hit right at the line of scrimmage. And that is Wall. I'm showing him as number 30. Okay, there it is. I was looking at number 20, Terry Crews. Sorry about that. Little dyslexia kicking in with the eyes on the number set side of it. Gun straight here for Pepper, and throws out route to the top of the field. That's Brett Killian coming away with that reception. 3rd and goal at the 6 now for the Legion.
Second reception on the day by Killian, I believe, as a nice option there for quarterback Tom Pepper. It's tough to throw the ball here when you get in tight to the end zone like that. So he's taking what the defense has given him, sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5. Be really interesting to see what they do here. Maybe Robert Redford's involved with the swing pass out of the backfield, perhaps, maybe to the right side of the field on this play.
There's trips left for Pepper. Redford dots the single back. Goes through his progression. That pass is incomplete. A one-hand catch attempt by Daly was almost brought in by the big tight end.
And we have a flag on the play.
They're going to call PI on that one there on the defense of the Storm. And they call him PI on Ronald Perrott, the inside linebacker. Sorry, Roland.
This is a tough penalty to take on the goal line. Pass interference, that's heartbreaking if you're the Florida Storm here. You're holding them, not letting them in the end zone, and now they've got a 1st and goal from the 1.
All right, formation going to hand off here to Redford. Redford gets the touchdown as he crosses Hollywood Boulevard for the first touchdown of the game tonight, and is by Robert Redford, the little man of the Vancouver Legion.
Robert Redford takes advantage of that miscue by the Storm defense there, that opportunity for that 1st down play from the 1-yard line. Nothing's going to stop Robert Redford on that one. He waltzes into the end zone, gives Vancouver the 6-9 lead.
And Vancouver marches downfield, 9 plays.
9-6 lead.
Absolutely. Vancouver marches downfield with 9 plays, 76 yards, and a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Robert Redford there. And here's the kicker here to try on the extra point. And Rakowski kick is up, and it's good right down the middle. They take a 10-6 lead.
I still think Florida played really good on that drive. Yeah, it ended in a touchdown, but we had that miscue there and that holding penalty, which they didn't replay for us in the booth. We couldn't quite provide our feedback on that one. But Florida still is playing really well. They're in this ball game here. They're going to have a chance to run this one back here. They got 3 timeouts left, 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Great chance for Florida to end this first half on the roll.
There's a return here for the Storm at the 10-yard line, and he's going to be tackled and brought down at the 20. Or the 28, that is. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider for the Simulation Football League. The replica jerseys are out now. Get your name on the back of your team's jersey or your fan favorite team's jersey and visit the team stores and libraries of purchase options through sector6apparel.com or through our website at www.simulationfl.net. Just hit the shop button. Here's Ron Cochran. Got a man across the middle of the field, and that pass is caught and completed for a 1st down and more. Now at the 42-yard line.
Great start to that drive. Excellent reception by Stephen Bush on that play, running from right to left on your TV screens. Across the middle of the field there, got himself open, secured the ball. Great 1st down for the Storm. We'll see if they run a play here before the 2-minute warning.
Stephen Bush has been a great addition to this Storm offense for past seasons. And he's coming along slowly here this season, but it's through the team is, basically trying to get themselves back in touch there. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning, folks. Here during this ball game between the Vancouver Legion and the Florida Storm. And the Storm is looking to march downfield here. Tight bunch formation, single back is Doyle. No tight ends on the line. Ron Cochran underneath the center, take a 2-step drop, out route down the bottom of the field, and it's to Como, and Como picks up the 1st down. 1 minute and 54 seconds left on the ticker, and they're going to take their time, not going to rush and hurry things here.
5th reception for Como on the game. He's got 48 yards. Cochran's doing a great job of spreading the ball around. Well, I think that he's going to continue to do so on this drive. He's got some players that are really performing well for him today. He's got a lot of confidence in his receivers.
Cochran on a 1-step drop down to the bottom of the field. Got a man wide open, and that is the tight end. Zarkov coming away with that reception there. And he got both feet in as he was falling out of bounds. Benji picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, taking what the defense gives him there. 2nd catch on the day for Zarkov. Still have 3 timeouts. or I'm sorry, 2 timeouts as they're marching down this field, but they have time here. They're surveying the defense, seeing what they're set up in, making the adjustments, and they've got time almost on the 40-yard line already here, so they have plenty of time.
Single back formation once again. Here for the Storm. Two-step drop by Cochran, dumps it off to Doyle. Doyle got 1 man to beat before getting the first down, nothing doing. And his bracket once again stopping it 1 yard short for the first down. And the ticker is still ticking.
Great tackle there by Kevin Brackett. Reaches up, goes for the high tackle, shoulder tackle on the big running back Doyle there. That was a man's tackle there.
I love the way you said that. That was a man's tackle. You're absolutely correct. Looks like Vancouver is playing man defense, and their pass is caught. Oh, my goodness. Through a bunch of traffic, and that is Optimus Klein. First reception on the night. No huddle offense here for the Storm. Step drop by Cochran. Out route to Como. Como's going to be picked up 2 yards. Tapped down at the 29-yard line. No huddle offense once again. Como is at the top. In the middle of the trips down to the bottom of the field here. Doyle in the backfield by himself. There's Optimus Klein picks up the first down on his second reception of the night. 28 seconds left here on the ticker. 1st and 10 for the Storm. Got a man. Cochran declined. CC, that is, picks up the first down and timeout by the Storm here. That's their second timeout of the night.
Welcome to the game, Optimus Klein. Here we see the replay there. He is just a big body coming across the middle. No one wants to mess with Optimus Klein when he's got his head full of steam here. It's great to see him getting involved. This Florida drive is fantastic. Making smart decisions, taking care of the ball, taking what the defense has given them. Good clock management. Florida Storm are raging on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 8-yard line of Vancouver. Two-step drop by Cochran. Got a man open to the top of the field. It's Como. Como is hit and tackled out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And I like to say that this Florida offense reminds me of a West Coast offensive style. They only take 3-step drops, and they like to get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback really fast.
And everything's working for them today. Here they are on the goal line. I think that when you're taking care of the football, you're working on your game plan. Things are going as you had planned. We see here the full Florida offense in full effect.
4 formation. Tight end flex. Got a man across the middle of the field, and he's going to be brought down, tackled by the man who has been causing havoc all day long. That's Lee Adama. I cannot get
Lee Adama. Ruining the dreams of the Florida Storm right there. We were just talking about how great that drive was going. They got all the way down to the goal line. And then who else? Lee Adama having a great game, pushing people around, and he's really messing with Florida here. Sets up a 3rd down, 3 seconds on the clock. You think they're going to have to kick it here, obviously. There's not enough time to run a play. I mean, if they were feeling really chancy now, run something from the 4-yard line here. But 3rd down, what's the smart play? Kick the field goal, go in. Great first half by the Storm, only down a point here if they can connect on this kick. I think that they're going to be super happy in the locker room.
And here is the 25-yard field goal attempt. And that is up. 25. I was way off. 20.
It's okay. I had some problems with math earlier in the game. Not my strong suit.
I looked at it wrong is what I did. I was normally what I do is I'll look at where the placeholder is, and I'll add 10 yards to that. But I was looking somewhere else on the field. I don't know how I got 25. I thought he was at the 15.
Here's some more numbers for you. 11 plays, 72 yards on that drive there for the Storm, as this kick probably closes out the first half.
Mark Lopez on the juke move, and he's tackled and brought down at the 27-yard line. And that's going to end the first half here in this tough back and forth field goal game that we've been experiencing here in Vancouver, Canada. And the Legion are on top by 1 point. Storm came away with all 3 kicks, field goals that is. And Benji, take the halftime show away.
All right. I thought that we would come into this game today wanting to see what Florida Storm team was going to show up. Led by quarterback Ron Cochran. And was this going to be the 4-interception Ron Cochran from last week, or a true representation of who we know the Florida Storm team can be? And I think they're playing fantastic on the road today in a hostile environment. As we're looking at the stats, here are some replays Robert Redford is making an impact early, but I think the Florida Storm defense is actually doing a pretty good job of containing him. Bend but don't break. Yeah, he's ripping off some big runs. Lots of room for him to run. Florida defense is playing great, and I think Ron Cochran, despite that one interception here, we see this throw across the field, probably very much ill-advised, but the defense stepped up and supported him here. I think they're playing really well, down only a single point on the road. I think I'm going to say the Florida Storm's having a great game today. Now, if you're Vancouver, you're not playing poorly. You just aren't having the explosive offensive showing that you've had previously. Your defense isn't turning the other team over 5 times. So I think in the second half, we're really going to need to see Vancouver play smart Legion football, run the ball, take what the defense gives you, look for your explosive playmakers across the top. We really haven't seen Rich Pratchard uncork one, and we know he's capable of doing that. But I think both teams are playing well. It's a well-coached, well-played game in the first half. Looking forward to a second half here. It's going to be super exciting.
I absolutely agree with you, but I want to make something clear or noticeable here that we haven't seen any pressure, at least any type of havoc pressure from this the defense of the Storm. This is a team that's normally leading the league in sacks from year to year, but we just have not seen any pressure from the big guy, Alex Dominguez, so far in this game. So you got to give credit to the offensive line of Vancouver for holding, this defense intact in the trenches there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Florida defense, they're playing well, but they need to be a bit more opportunistic on some of these passes across the middle. They're in good position, but they can't turn Vancouver over. But, we have an entire second half here of football to play. Adjustments were made by both teams at halftime. It's going to be really interesting to see how the momentum starts and how it swings here early in the second half.
Here's the start of the third quarter as Rokowski has the ball on the tee, ready to kick it off to the Florida Storm. And there's the kick, and here's the return man. And it's going to be Como out to the 29, 30-yard line, that is, before he's tackled and brought down. Now, as we saw in the last possession, that the Florida Storm finally decided to get Optimus Klein involved into the game plan. Do you feel that they should continue to go with the West Coast style of offense, with the quick strikes to Klein across the middle of the field, or should they look for him big down the field?
Well, I think they're taking what the defense has given them right now here on this first down play. They're going to look and see what Vancouver's going to do. Hand off to Doyle up the middle. Big play for him. This is exactly how the first drives in the first half started out for Florida. Hand the ball off to Doyle. He's getting positive yardage here. And you're just going to wait and see and maybe catch Vancouver sleeping here and capture a big play across the top to one of your big receivers. But Ron Cochran's doing a great job spreading the ball across the field. 18 for 23, 160 yards here entering the second half. He's getting the ball to all his receivers, spreading the ball around. He's really playing well today.
And partner, that's normally how it is. They wait and see what the defense is giving them, and then they strike and hit you downfield really big. Here's a gun straight formation here for the Storm. Cochran calling the signal. Tight end on the line, out route to the top of the field, and that pass is complete. And coming away with that reception is Optimus Klein, coming up big on that reception, picks up 4 yards. Looks like they're going to get him more involved in the second half.
And we just mentioned taking what the defense gives you, lining up in that wide formation. The defense played off in that zone, so they took that nice outright to Optimus Klein on the outside.
Como in the slot, handoff here to Doyle. Doyle got a lot of traffic right there at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, that Vancouver defensive line really jumped on that snap, got in that backfield, and really messed up the plans there for Florida. Doyle just couldn't get uncorked on that run. Sets up a 3rd and 8.
DeAndre Washington, the middle linebacker, leading way with the tackle. Now the Vancouver Legion comes out in the 3-2 dime formation. Only going to rush 3. Let's see if they bring an extra linebacker. No, they're going to 3 only. And O'Donnell gets a spin move, almost gets to Cochran, but Cochran fires and, man, throws a strike across the middle of the field to picks up the first down to his receiver, E.J. Minson.
E.J. Minson had a great first half, 4 receptions for 46 yards. He's been dependable all season long so far for Florida. He's dependable there on that catch, sets up the first down.
4-2 nickel defense here for the Legion. Out route to the top of the field. And that's going to be to Klein once again, and he's going to pick up 8 yards on that reception. 2nd and 2 at Vancouver's 37-yard line. And Klein is getting more involved on these out routes. I would suggest that maybe Vancouver either go with the cover 2 or they go man-to-man to try to keep some type of pressure on Optimus Klein on those out routes.
Yeah, right now they're just keeping everything in front of them right now. Optimus Klein, 5 catches, only had 2 catches coming in on the season here, so Florida's making a concerted effort to get him involved in this game today.
Green pass to Doyle. Doyle picks up the first down, steps out of bounds at the 27-yard line of Vancouver.
So often we see that swing pass to the running back on that short side of the field. We see that running back, especially these big lumbering backs like J.W. Doyle, take that ball right out of bounds. But he did a fantastic job of securing that catch, turning right upfield right away, skirting along that out of boundary line there, picking up the first down. That's a great play by Doyle, who's playing really strong today.
Yeah, Doyle has been very active in the offense, within the run game, passing game as well, whether it was in the flats. He's coming away with some big catches and picks up some very big first downs playing in the flats as well. 3 wide receiver set, tight end going across the middle of the field, 90-yard slant, dump it off here to Doyle. Doyle's going to be hit and brought down, knocked out of bounds at the 23, and that's Washington on the coverage. You got to give credit to Washington for playing great coverage on Doyle and able to bring down the big running back.
Yeah, tracks him down all across the field, makes the great tackle. Not letting him get any further there down the field. 2nd and 6 after that 4-yard gain. Opening drive of the first half. Florida's moving the ball, playing really well again.
This is this West Coast style offense here. Here's Ron Cochran down to the bottom of the field. Como is in the middle of the trips to the top. 2-step drop here by Cochran. Out route to Klein down the middle, down the sideline there. He's going to pick up a few yards. 3rd and 2 now. Looks like he picks up 3 yards on that reception.
Yeah, his momentum just carried him out of bounds there. He couldn't quite fall forward or stretch that ball out to the marker. Does set up a 3rd and 2 inside the Vancouver, officially in the red zone here now, Florida is. So in a great spot if they can just pick up this first down. See what happens.
4-2 nickel, 3 wide receiver set, single back formation is Cochran in the storm. Pump fake, got a man across the middle of the field. That pass is caught and complete. Looks like Como on the reception. No, I take that back. That is the tight end. Zarkov comes away with that reception. Big catch by the tight end.
Yeah, that pump fake really forced the defense to take another step back. They were backpedaling there, and Zarkov came right across the middle and cleaned up that mess, had all that room in the middle. Easy catch. Sets up another first down for Florida.
3 wide receiver set, near formation on the halfbacks. Hand off to Doyle. Doyle is hit and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get the number. That was Mark Lopez coming away with the tackle. He was the first guy there.
That's I think it's pretty tough to tackle Doyle, so I'm going to go ahead and award Mark with a manly tackle there. Another shoulder tackle, bringing down the big running back.
The manly tackle award. Love it, love it. Handoff here to Doyle up the middle of the field. Doyle's going to be stopped in his tracks after picking up 3 yards there, and it's Kevin Brackett on that tackle. And Kevin looks like he's a little upset that Doyle was able to pick up a few yards.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to let him pick up any more there. He just cut him down right where he stood. Sets up a 3rd and goal. Big play for Florida here, down a point in this 3rd quarter.
Cut him down Paul Bunyan style. Like a big axe. It's Brackett. Vancouver's going to bring pressure. That pass is caught and complete. And that's a touchdown for Klein. His first one of the day. And they are now going to take the lead. 15-10, or the Storm up above on the Legion.
Yeah, Optimus Klein was walking back to the bench there saying, there you go. Feed me the ball, coach. And that's exactly what they did on that play. He's been really effective today. They're glad to have him back and participating like a staple of this offense. When things are going well, Optimus Klein is involved in the ball game. Florida's firing on all cylinders right now.
Florida is ticking with this West Coast offense style of football that we're seeing here in the SFL, only by them. I don't see too many teams run this particular type of style of offense, but man, they're sticking with this West Coast style, and they are being very productive this game with it.
Absolutely. And as this game continues to wear on, it'll be interesting to see if they can keep this lead, put the pressure back on Vancouver, make Vancouver sustain a drive. make Vancouver drive the ball the entire length of the field. Yeah, they do have one score here, but make them go the length of the field on this drive and score a touchdown. The defense is playing great for Florida. Now the pressure falls back to Vancouver, which is strange to say. They've been playing well this year, but down 6 points here, halfway through the third quarter. Vancouver quite possibly could be feeling a little bit of pressure here.
Mark Lopez on the return there. Want more SFL content? Our Discord community has podcasts, articles, and highlights about the league, its teams, and its players. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Simulationfl, and visit our website at www.simulationfl.net for more news, features, and information. Power I formation for the Vancouver Legion and Tom Pepper. Handoff here to Robert Redford. Robert, spin move!
Here he goes.
He's on his way across his mid. The 20, the 10. It is Hollywood for Robert Redford. My goodness, dude just ran out of a cannon for that touchdown to give the Legion the tie for the game.
That's why they brought Robert Redford over here. 5'10", 200. Look at that double spin there, and he's gone. No one's going to catch him. Great blocking up front by that Vancouver offensive line. But there we see Robert Redford, what he brings to the table. He's running like a power back today, shaking defenders, stiff-arming defenders, bowling over defenders, and there we see his speed on display. No one's going to catch him. Great play by Robert Redford and that Vancouver offensive line. That was an explosive reply by the Vancouver Legion.
What a play. I mean, dude, after that spin move, he was gone. And there was no one in sight or near him at all after he did that spin move. When he hit that spin move, man, and broke that tackle, dude took off. And I couldn't keep up with him.
Double spin, put his foot in the ground, and he's off. Robert Redford crossing Hollywood Boulevard. I think that sums it up perfectly.
If you remember the movie The Longest Yard, the little guy, he said he makes fast people not look fast. And here's Como. Como almost breaks this. I don't know what was the hesitation for, but he's down to the 38-yard line. If he does not do the hesitation move, he's probably running across Hollywood Boulevard as well.
Florida's got to calm down now. That was a big play by Vancouver. Defense didn't get much rest time on the bench now. Or I'm sorry, the offense. Now they're right back up on the field. They can't panic. Just play their game. They're playing so well. Just move this ball down the field.
Yeah, and that's one thing that this offense love to do, and that's control the clock. There's a handoff to Doyle. Doyle's going to pick up 2 yards on that carry there. As I was stating, Benji, that they love to control the clock. Win time of possession is what they love to do, to try to keep the ball away from the other team's offense and keep their defense on the field. But unfortunately, Vancouver gets on the offense side of the ball, and boom, we see Robert Redford shoots out the cannon and crosses the goal line, and now this Storm offense is right back on.
Yep, absolutely. They got to be patient, though. Just play their game. We'll see what happens.
Bottom of the field, Optimus Klein, they're going to not give it to him. Did they give it to him? Yes, say 3rd and 4. He does picks up 4 yards on that reception.
7th catch of the day for Optimus. He and Jeff Como, who has 8, have been the favorite targets for Ron Cochran, who's continuing to sling it. 26 for 31 so far. 214 yards for Cochran, continuing to play well here deep into this third quarter.
3 wide receivers set here for the Storm. And off here to Doyle, and Doyle is hitting the backfield, and it looks like Kevin Brackett once again. This linebacker is, a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, he zeroed in on that big target, too. He had big J.W. Doyle right in his sights. He wasn't going to let him go. That's another manly tackle there by the Vancouver linebacker.
How many manly tackle awards does Brackett have today? Put it in the chats. Let me see what is your guess. And Vancouver forces the Storm to punt. There's pressure. Marcus Agrippa came away with the punt there, and he's going to be down. Looks like at the 5-yard line. 4-yard line of Vancouver is where the Legion is going to start this drive. And are they going to go right back to Robert Redford?
Wouldn't you?
I would
Maybe
most definitely. I would most
I
definitely at least to try to get me out of the, from the goal line.
yeah, I mean, I would. The stat line right now: 7 attempts, 146 yards for Robert Redford. He's averaging 20 yards a carry.
Strong eye formation is the Legion. Handoff here to Redford. Redford got blockers in front of him.
Oh my God.
And the big man is going to bring him down. Tackled and brought down at the 19-yard line. And give credit to Andrew Francis on that tackle of Robert Redford. And here's a look at the replay, Benji.
Yeah, Robert Redford takes that ball off tackle to the left. Great blocking. And oh, it looks like maybe perhaps if Dan Daly hadn't fallen down there, could have reached out and gotten that block on Francis, Robert Redford would be crossing Hollywood Boulevard for the second time today. But great tackle there by Francis to corral Redford.
Tight bunch formation here. Single back is Redford. Handoff to the halfback. Juke moving. He's going to be hit and brought down at the 24. DB the King in the chats asks if we all could wish his sister a happy birthday. Happy birthday to the sister of DB the King. Wish you well.
Ryan Davidson on the tackle there, and that was actually a great tackle. There was a lot of running room there for Redford, and of course he's trying to put that juke on Davidson. That was a great tackle actually to wrap him up and bring him down.
Tom Pepper, two-step drop, the president intercepted across the middle of the field. Is he going to go for the touchdown? Crosses the 10, 5. Oh, he almost makes it, hit and brought down at the 2-yard line by Brett Killian. And give credit to the interception to Ryan Tobin. My goodness, he read that one all the way. Did not take his eyes off of Tom Pepper as he just watched the receiver come across and he jumps right in front of it.
Yeah, it looks like if you're watching that replay, he knew exactly where the ball was going. He was watching Tom Pepper from the beginning there, and he was shot out of a cannon too. That's the second interception on the year. Ryan Tobin, he was so close to taking that all the way. That would have been fantastic for the Florida. First and goal from the 2. Let's see if they can punch it in.
Single back trips formation to the left for Cochran. Klein down to the bottom of the field. J.W. Doy in the backfield by himself. Cross the middle of the field. That pass is tipped away.
I didn't quite see if Washington was able to get his hands on that, but it looked like maybe he did. Great play. Well, we're going to show a replay here. We'll get to see what he did. I think he made a really athletic play there. He was kind of sinking in the middle. There he goes, and he did get his men on that one and knock it down. That was a great play by Washington there. Oh, just got his outstretched fingers on that one. That was a fantastic play.
Great coverage there.
That goes down in the stat sheet as just a pass defensed, but that was a big pass defensed by the linebacker.
It most definitely was. Tight bunch formation once again. Same formation. Goes to Como. Cross. Notice this time it's Klein. Klein with the reception across Hollywood Boulevard. And now the Storm is going to take the lead. Benji, Matson, we have a back and forth game here, and I am enjoying it tonight.
Absolutely. This is getting intense here in the second half. We're saying things are heating up, which is sounds really strange here in the Northland, in the home of the Eternal Frost. But this game looking like it's going to go down the wire. We still have 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Florida's really heating up. Second touchdown of the day for Optimus Klein. He's really come to play today. This is a great turn of events for Florida after they allowed that long touchdown run by Robert Redford.
Talk about a guy who didn't have a catch in this game until there was a minute and 50-something seconds left on the clock. And he just comes out, and now he's basically leading the game in receptions.
Yeah, he's becoming the target today for Ron Cochran. Ron Cochran's looking for him. Where's Optimus on the field? I think that still a lot of game left to play here. Como, Klein, the tight end Zarkov, Minson. Everyone's playing really well for Florida. Cochran feels like he can go anywhere on the field. Lots of confidence here in the second half.
And Klein is 9 for 9. Here's Mark Lopez on the return. And Lopez is going to be tackled and brought down at the 26-yard line.
If you're Vancouver now, your offense was on that field. Well, your offense hasn't been on the field much here in the second half. You've got that long play, that long scoring touchdown by Robert Redford, and then on that last drive, you turn around and you throw the interception. So now this offense needs to settle down. They need to sustain a drive here in this third quarter. Let's see if they can move the ball down the field.
Shotgun pair slot left, and here's Tom Pepper. Tom Pepper got a man open across the middle of the top of the field, that is. and he's going to pick up 8 yards, and that is to the tight end, James Walters, who comes away. I believe that's Walters' first catch of the day. The other tight end, Daly, had 2 receptions, and this is Walters' first one.
Walter is picked this year as a rookie, enjoying his first stint in the SFL, making an impact right away. Great catch by Walters on that first down play.
Strong I formation to Redford to the top of the field. Redford picks up the first down out to the 39-yard line now of Vancouver. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter, Benji.
That stat line there, 170 yards for Robert Redford. We could be looking at a 200-plus yard day today by Robert Redford.
And he's picking up a lot of yards out of that strong eye Jokers formation. I take that back. That's weak eye Jokers formation it is. And here's the power slot again here. Twins. Oh, what a one-handed catch by the tight end. I'm sorry, by the wide receiver, Rich Pratchett there. Coming away with that one-hander behind the back.
That was a fantastic catch by Rich Pratchett. He's been mostly quiet today, which is odd. He was really loud last week in Vancouver's win to the tune of 10 receptions, 225 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week for Vancouver. They need Rich Pratchett to come alive here in the second half.
Twins right here for Tom Pepper. 7-step drop for the QB. Out route down to the bottom of the field. Got his man. That pass is completed. And that is to Dan Daly on that reception there.
Picks up another first down, keeps the chains moving. A great response here, is in progress by Vancouver. They didn't want to kick this ball back to Florida. They're picking up some first downs, moving that ball, matriculating that ball down the field, which is just what the doctor ordered. If you're Andy Hamilton, they want this offense on the field, moving forward, hopefully resulting in a touchdown.
There's a strong power I formation. Tom Pepper underneath the center. And handoff here to Redford. Redford's only going to pick up 1 yard. Great job by the defense. Number 53 comes away with that tackle. Roland Perrott comes away with the leading tackle. Give him credit for that one there, because normally when they come out in this power I formation, Vancouver has been successful with it.
Yeah, and he doesn't get mentioned on that play, but his partner in crime, Eric Hammer, also forced the issue on that play. He got himself in the backfield and did not let Robert Redford take the route for the alley that he wanted to.
They're coming out in the strong power I once again, and man, he's going to pick up a heck of a gainage there on that play. Then he's going to be tackled and brought down by Ryan Tobin, who came away with the INT on the last possession.
That's playing really well, made a big tackle there, another manly tackle here. Robert Redford decided he would get down here when he saw Ryan Tobin coming. Smart play by the running back. Sets up a 3rd and 2 for Vancouver on the Florida 39.
Trips left here for Tom Pepper. Single back formation is Robert Redford. Underneath the center, calling the signals, and Peppers goes deep. That pass is intercepted. Back-to-back interceptions on 2 possessions in a row for Tom Pepper. This time, Ryan Davison comes away with it, and Killian tried to hit him with a fade route to the corner, and man, that was played very, very well, or probably to the best that you can by Ryan Davison.
Yeah, a little bit maybe of a dangerous pass there, but Tom Pepper had his window, saw it, took a chance, fired that one out there, but that really actually was a fantastic play on that ball by the Florida Storm.
At the 29-yard line is Ron Cochran. Doyle in the backfield. Cochran out route to the bottom of the field. That's Optimus Climb. Optimus Climb, turn up, picks up the first down. Out to the 42-yard line of the Florida Storm now. On that tackle was number 21, Kyler Murray.
Optimus Klein says, "There's more to me than meets the eye this week." And he is balling out. 10 receptions on 10 targets today, 73 yards, but 2 touchdowns. He is Ron Cochran's target today, and he's a big one for the Florida Storm.
We haven't heard from Leo Damo since the first quarter. He's been pretty quiet now. Handoff here to Doyle. Doyle's going to pick up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now. Is it 6 or 5? I really can't. Looks like 6. And that's it, everyone. 4th quarter is underway. End of the 3rd. Everyone, throw your 4s up in the chats. We'll be right back. All right. Four linemen up front for the Vancouver Legion. Three wide receiver set. Optimus Klein to the bottom here. And Jeff Commode to the top. Cochran under pressure. Cochran's going to be brought down in the backfield.
Great rush by the Legion there.
I couldn't see who got to him first, but man, they were swarmed on the guy.
Everyone got to them. Everyone meet at the quarterback. That's what that play's called in the huddle. Everyone meet at the quarterback.
Jailhouse blitz. 4 wide receiver set. Gun straight here for the Storm. Ron Cochran. Got a man across the middle of the field. No, he's not going to pick up the first down. Como comes away with the reception before being tackled and brought down. Ashley Finch there of the Legion.
That's a great play to force this fourth down punt there. If you don't make that tackle there, they, maybe he falls forward. Zarkov there gets that first down. Florida stays on the field. That's a big play by the defensive back there. Makes a strong tackle, forced to punt.
Marcus Agrippa here to set for the punt, and he's going to try to coffin corner this one. And he does, kicks it to the bottom of the field. That is Mark Lopez on the return, and Mark is going to be hit and brought down at the 17.
Mark's been watching Robert Redford and says, I see you out there, Robert Redford, and your fancy spin. I'm going to try some of that action here on this kickoff return. It looks good. Looks good. Didn't quite unlock that one for a long run, but looked good.
Strong eye formation here for Vancouver. Tom Pepper is calling an audible here, changing the play. See something in the defense that he likes. Hand out to the top of the field to Redford, and Redford's going to be tackled after picking up 1 yard. And it looks like Alex Dominguez. If that is Alex Dominguez, I believe that's the first time we called his name tonight.
Yeah, great play by the defensive lineman there, making that tackle. It was a great play. And then you see the stat line there on Robert Redford and on his 13 carries today, ton of yards. But that was a fantastic play by the defensive lineman there to corral him and set up a 2nd and 9.
Single back formation, trips down to the bottom. Looks like trip F's tight. Tom Pepper going deep, and oh, what a jump catch here by Pratchett. I take that back. That is Finch comes away with that reception. Oh, man, what a catch by Finch.
We've been waiting for Pepper to go downfield today. They really haven't had an opportunity to do that. Florida's kind of been sitting back and taking away that deep ball. We know what Killian and Pratchett can do from their wide receiver's position, but here we see Nick Finch going deep. Tom Pepper throwing it over the top. Great time to make that throw. Let's see if they take another chance like that on this drive.
Gun straight. Tom Pepper in the shotgun. One-handed catch by the receiver, and that is Finch once again. Coming away with that reception, picks up 4 yards.
Yeah, it looks good. That little hopping up in the air, catch that in your body, but he was going the wrong direction on that play. You wish he could have turned himself around, ran the other way. Of course, sets up a 2nd and 5, but 2 catches in a row by Finch. He's also been really dependable today for Tom Pepper. All of his receivers have. Pepper's also done a good job of sprinkling the ball all over the field today.
3 wide receiver set. Single back formation is Redford. There's a tight end on the line to the left of Pepper. 7-step drop here for Tom, and Tom throws an out route to the top of the field. He's going to make the reception. That is Brett Killian with that reception. And there's a look at the quarterback comparison. My goodness. Look at the difference in the passing yards.
Yeah, Ron Cochran, again, we see that he's having a really great game today. 239 yards or so, I believe. I didn't quite see what that stat was. To Pepper's 138. Big 3rd down play, though, here for Vancouver.
Strong eye formation, 3rd and 2. They're going to hand it off here to Redford. Redford squeezes through, picks up the first down. And on that tackle was 2 defenders of the Alaska Storm. Alfredo was one of them. Couldn't get the other number.
The offensive line opened up just enough space, just a crack there for Robert Redford to sneak through. That's an instance or a situation where his 5'10" frame comes in really handy. He's able to sneak through there and pick up that first down.
Shotgun formation, twins to the right, and oh my goodness, what a big catch by the tight end. Daly, Big Dan Daly goes up to the top and grab this one here over the defender.
Pepper going deep here again on this play. 2nd time on this drive. Had a great play call here and knew exactly where he wanted to go with this ball on this play. He was zeroed in on the tight end here from the moment that ball was snapped. Great throw by Tom Pepper. Great catch by Dan Daly. Vancouver really moving here.
Full wide receiver set. Shotgun formation is Tom Pepper. Throws out to Redford at the top of the field. Nope, not Redford. I thought it was a halfback coming out of the backfield. And this is a wide receiver, Tyvon Boyd, come away with that reception, his first of the day. I thought I saw him come out of the backfield. That's why I said Robert Redford. Or maybe they snuck him in the backfield. Who knows? Maybe Tom was a little tired. Weak eye jokers. Hand off here to Pepper. I'm sorry, to Redford. Redford loses a yard on the play. And the Alaska Storm was ready for that one. They knew exactly where the Vancouver Legion was going to go with the ball on that particular formation there, Benji. What is your take on that one? Because they was there on it.
Yeah, Florida Storm knew right where the ball was going that time. A great pursuit to make that tackle. It's funny that you referenced Alaska there accidentally on that play, but we could talk about the history between these two teams as they go deep. Oh, touchdown.
Brett Killian comes away with he was wide open. I mean, Tom Pepper had no choice but to throw the ball to the guy who's wide open in the back of the end zone. Great play by Tom Pepper. Go through his progression, turns to his left, sees a wide open Brett Killian, and Brett Killian jumps up and snags it out of the air.
Vancouver and Tom Pepper really opened up the playbook on this drive. 3 passes, really airing it out. Different than we've seen so far in this game. Maybe a little bit of dink and dunk, but they've been relying heavily on Robert Redford, and for good reason. He's having a stellar game today. But now as the fourth quarter starting to wear on, you got to take some chances. So Tom Pepper and team really delivered on that drive.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Vancouver Legion, Optimus Klein, YT, DB the King, R. Cochran, Mighty RX, Robert Redford, Jay Walters 88, AJ Today Jackson. Thank you all for being here with us today. And man, Vancouver jumps back on top, Benji. This has been back and forth game that we've seen so far. Well, I should say that we have seen all game long, back and forth by both teams. And Vancouver is going to kick it back off to the Florida Storm and their West Coast style offense. Como hit hard by 95 and brought down at the 20.
We've talked a lot about the great game Ron Cochran's having today. Let's just look at his numbers again one more time. He's 30 for 36 today. 200, almost 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. And those 2 touchdowns today were Optimus Klein, who's been huge in this game today. And they're down a point now in the fourth quarter. I think he's going to be looking for Optimus Klein somewhere on this drive.
2-step drop here by Cochran. Out route, that was the bottom of the field. Got a man, and that is Stephen Bush. Comes away with that reception and 5 yards as well.
Stephen Bush is a good complement to the other receivers on this team. He had a great year last year. He put up 1,400 yards last year for the Storm. So he's a great receiver. He's playing a complementary, supportive role today. We see Optimus Klein and Como, taking the lion's share of targets today by Ron Cochran, but everyone's stepping up for the Storm today.
Bunch formation to the left of Cochran. Single back formation is Doyle. Dumps it off to the halfback. What a block by Stephen Bush. And Doyle trucks a guy after picking up the first down. Ron Cochran rating of 100.7 today.
He's playing fantastic. This is all you could ask for if you're a Florida Storm fan today after the outing last week. You're really disappointed in the way the team performed. They got down early, that threw that pick at the goal line. The day just wasn't yours last week, but they're firing on all cylinders today. Everyone's playing really well. The offense is really kind of forcing the issue, not letting that Vancouver defense dictate the pace of play today. Again, everyone's just playing really well for the Storm.
Man, what a fantastic block by Stephen Bush on that pass. And Doyle was able to break free, picks up the first down, dumps it off to Doyle once again. Doyle's going to be hit and tackled and brought down at the 48-yard line, it looks like it is, of Vancouver. Of Florida, that is. Sorry about that.
19 rushing attempts on the day by Doyle, and I think that is 6th reception out of the backfield for Florida for 32 yards. He's been really dependable today. They leaned on him earlier in the game when they needed him. Then Optimus Klein got involved in the flow, and now they're in a really tricky spot here on the second down. We'll continue my thought in 1 sec.
Three wide receivers set here for the Storm. Sidearm throw. That pass is going to be tipped and knocked away. Murray playing coverage there. And I think that was a dangerous pass by Cochran.
Yeah, what I was going to say, Damon, is that Florida's moving the ball really well, but now the clock is going to start to become a factor. Vancouver can be explosive. We just saw it on that last drive. You've got 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. 3rd and 6. Do you try and bleed the clock on this drive if you can?
Pressure is brought on Cochran, and Cochran finds his man downfield. And look who it is. The big guy, Optimus Klein. 11 receptions, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Or do you just forget all of that and you just throw the ball to Optimus Klein down the field? Take what the defense gives you. At the moment, Ron Cochran thinks Optimus Klein is open on every play. So let's just look for him and get him the ball. Let's take what the defense gives us and give the ball back over to Vancouver and let our defense play solidly on this next drive. They're going for the throat here, looking for a touchdown.
Gun straight formation, got a man cross the middle of the field. That is the tight end. Come away with that catch there. Zorkov.
Almost enough for the first down there. 3rd catch for the dependable rookie. He's really showing out well today. I think when Cochran's needed that outlet pass or that outlet receiver there, he's found a good one there in Zarkov when needed.
He's been outstanding, the rookie tight end there. As you just mentioned, 3 wide receivers set here. Optimus Klein down to the bottom of the field. Handoff here to Doyle. Doyle picks up the first down. I kind of rushed it saying that he picked up the first down. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't see. I saw that he got across it and it was hit backwards. But I was like, wait a minute. It haven't come up yet.
Picks up the first down. Keeps the drive alive. Clock continues to run. I think this is right up Florida's alley here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line of Vancouver. Vancouver looks like they're playing man defense here. The Storm could run some type of rub play and get a guy open with this trip down to the bottom of the field, and that looks what they do. There is a guy, Stephen Bush. He's still in bounds. What a fighting move by Stephen Bush to juke a guy, spin move, and pick up the first down at the 6-yard line.
Demond, you called that one there right off the bat. Great call on that one, and Stephen Bush makes a great play. 3rd reception of the day, and he fights for extra yardage there. Time's not a factor. He doesn't need to go out of bounds. Their team's down by a point. He was sniffing the end zone. That was a great play by Stephen Bush.
3-2 dime formation for the for the defense. Trips left of Cochran. Doyle in the backfield by himself. And Doyle's going to go out on a route. Throws to Doyle. Oh, he drops it. You got to be kidding me. You had the opportunity of a lifetime to catch a...
I think that was a great defensive play there, actually. I think that ball was tipped. Doyle didn't get a chance to come down with that one in the back of the end zone here. I couldn't quite see who it was.
Yeah, look, no, he dropped it. The defender didn't touch it.
Did he? Wow. Let me put on my glasses here. I should have had those on from the start.
You and me both. Let me break open the old glass case here.
There we go. All right, ready to go.
Oh, dude, no one told me it was going to be this much better when I put on my glasses. Oh, there's a handout to Dory up the middle of the field. He's tackling the ball down at this 2-yard line.
All right, huge 3rd down. 3rd down. They might let this clock wind down here to the 2-minute. Big decision or big play call for Florida here. I bet they let this one go to the 2-minute warning so everyone can go back to the sideline and think about this one. Or maybe not.
4 defensive linemen. Man coverage is the defense. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning, people. This game has been great back and forth. And I think everyone should go ahead and put the 2s up in the chat. Just a reminder of how great this game has been, because it's going to come down to the wire under this 2-minute warning. Zone coverage is the defense. Nickel dime defense. Play action is Cochran. Got a man down to the bottom of the field. Out of bounds. They're going to give him the touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
Even with my glasses on that one, I couldn't see if E.J. Minson was able to get both feet or a single foot down there in bounds. We'll see what happens here on the replay, but great hookup. E.J. Minson from Ron Cochran. Good pocket by that offensive line. Oh, I wonder if they're going to review this one. It was really close there on that replay.
Yeah, I think he's out. And they're not going to challenge this. They're going to go for 2. At the 2-yard line. 2-step drop. Cochran got a man wide open, and he's tipped it away. Intended for Stephen Bush. What a play by Mark Lopez. The great safety of the Vancouver Legion comes away with a magnificent play in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that one we could all see. We didn't need glasses for that one. Great play by Mark Lopez, knocking that ball away in the back of that end zone. Just a 5-point lead now by Florida. Still, that Vancouver knows they're going to need a touchdown here to win this game.
And they're going to kick it back to the back of the end zone. Well, no, it's going to be Field. And here's Mark Lopez. He's a dangerous return guy. Out to the 28-yard line. Vancouver has 1 minute and 52 seconds, Benji, and they can make some noise on this drive.
Absolutely. We saw their previous drive. Tom Pepper going down the field. Brett Killian, Rich Pratchett on the outside. Robert Redford out of the backfield. Great weapons. This team is built for moments like this. 2 minutes to go. You need a touchdown. Vancouver can do this. We'll see what happens.
Here's tight bunch formation here for Vancouver. Dumps it off to Robert Redford. He got 2 men to beat. Ford picking up the first down. 2nd and 1 now. Picks up 9 yards on the reception. Out of the backfield was Redford. Same formation. They're going to stay in it. 3-3 defense is the Storm. Play action. Got a man down to the bottom of the field. And that is to Dan Daly. Picks up that first down reception there. Tom Pepper running his troops back to the line of scrimmage. 1 minute and 22 seconds left. Take a 5-step drop. Going deep. That pass is almost intercepted. 3 defenders of the Storm could have came away with that one.
Tom Pepper took a chance downfield there. He had success with it the last drive. I keep waiting here to see if it's going to happen again. Florida doesn't want to let any of these dangerous wide receivers get behind them at all. Keep everything in front of you on this drive. Vancouver doesn't have to panic. 2nd and 10. They still have all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. They're almost to midfield. They're in a good spot here. They just need to be careful. You don't want to end the game on an interception.
I have to agree with you. You do not want to do that. 5 wide receiver set. Gun formation to Tom Pepper. Got him in wide open. Oh, he's out of bounds. Is Brett Killian. Unable to haul that one in bounds. But it does stop the clock.
An unfortunate play there. Just did not have enough room to make that one happen. This is a tough 3rd and 10 here. Tough play for Vancouver. They still have all 3 timeouts, so not sure that this is 2 down territory here on this play or not yet.
2-step drop. Tom Pepper got his man. Killian comes away with that one. Up the sideline. You gotta be kidding me. Killian. It crosses Hollywood.
Killian.
Brett is off the chain. What a catch. Breaks tackles.
Gosh.
Drives up the field. Benji, take it away with the replay.
That ball was on the way, and I thought that defensive back had a chance to knock that one away, but he says, give it to me. I'm going. I'm taking this one to the house. Florida, see you later. Touchdown for Brett Killian. That was an amazing, fantastic play. We were waiting, or I was waiting to see if they're going to go deep here. They had plenty of time. They could have played dink and up on the field, but on that 3rd and 10, big chance, going deep, made the connection. That is going to be on Sports Center tonight.
Now the Vancouver Legion is going to come out and try to go for 2 points. Weak eye formation, and Redford's nothing doing. Tackled and brought down before he could cross the line of scrimmage there. But guess what, Benji? There's still 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. That is a lot of time for Ron Cochran, Optimus Klein.
Yes, sir.
Jeff Como, Stephen Bush, and
Ethan
EJ
Sneed.
Oh my goodness. This is going to come down to the wire here. 30-29. Vancouver takes the lead. And here's Jeff Como to return it. Como open field. Tackled and brought down at the 33.
Yeah, that's a good return there by Como. Yeah, this is fantastic. Let's reset this here. A minute to go. Florida has all 3 timeouts. They're on the 33. We already saw Ethan Sneed make a big kick that looked like it would have been good from 55 yards earlier in this game today. You know they have to just be thinking, we just got to get a good 40 yards here, 45 yards to give our kicker a chance.
Gun formation. 90 all slants. Get a little pressure. That pass is almost intercepted.
That was a dangerous pass. Dangerous pass. We can't really compare that one to the interception he threw in the first half, but when he felt pressure, he left the pocket and made a bad decision on a pass. And there was another one where that had the opportunity to go the other way if that was intercepted. I think you got to be really careful on this last drive of the game. Throw the ball away if you are not sure you can stuff that into one of your receivers.
Absolutely. Dean Maddox was the DB that came away with the deflection. Ron Cochran got a guy, and it's Stephen Bush. Stephen Bush lowers his head, almost picks up the first down, 2 yards short. 3rd and 2nd now. 49 seconds, 48 left on the clock. Cochran is running up to the line of scrimmage underneath the center. 2-step drive, pump fake. Across the middle of the field, that pass is caught, and it's Stephen Bush again. Oh, then they're going to call their first time out here in the 3rd quarter. I'm sorry, 4th quarter, that is.
That was a huge play there. Run into the line at that 3rd and 2. I thought they could have taken their time. This was a huge play. Couldn't really talk about it before that ball was snapped, but look at that play. Oh, that was fantastic. The defensive back had a chance to knock that one away. That was just a great play by Stephen Bush, who's been dependable here in the second half, giving Florida a new lease on life here with a new set of downs on the Vancouver 45-yard line. Still 2 timeouts, 39 seconds left on the clock.
They're at the 45-yard line of Vancouver. 39 seconds left on the clock. 4 wide receivers here for Cochran. Still have Doyle in the backfield, and he's getting pressured. And look who it is. It's Odama. Lee Odama comes away with a big sack, pushes him back down to the 49-yard line. 29 seconds here left on the clock. 2-step drop here by Cochran. Got to get rid of it. Oh, that pass is tipped in by the Vancouver Legion, and they're going to come away with a victory here in Canada Field.
Holy moly. That was intense. We had Adama sacking Ron Cochran. I can't even think right now. This is so crazy. And forcing Florida to come right back to the line of that scrimmage, hurrying up, and that ball just didn't get thrown as precisely as Ron Cochran wanted it to be. It was tipped up. Fantastic play by Vancouver there on defense to grab that ball. I thought we were going to head down to a last kick at the gun to settle this game, but this is just fitting of a way to end this game. That was a fantastic stand there by the Vancouver defense.
The Vancouver it starts with Lee Odama, if you ask me. The Storm was at Vancouver's 45-yard line. And with that sack that pushes them way back, and on the next assuming play, Cochran gets a little timid if he watches him, and because Lee gets pressure again, and he forces that pass into triple coverage. My goodness, what a play by the defense of the Vancouver Legion to come away with it. And they're in victory formation now, kneeling the ball. Down to 19 seconds here, and Florida takes their last time out.
Yeah, we'll look at this, or Florida will look at this game tape. You know, they say hindsight's 20/20. And maybe you would have liked to have seen Florida call a timeout there after that sack by Adama, just regain their composure. They still have plenty of time. They would have had one more timeout left. And it was still a manageable down and distance for them coming back on the field after that. But sometimes those things happen in this game. It's a fantastic game today. I know Florida now is walking off the field 0-3, but this was a gargantuan effort by them today, and I think we see exactly what this team is capable of.
Absolutely. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. And that's the way it is in sports. And there it is, people. That's the end of the ball game. The Legion, in a back and forth, all-out SFL battle, comes out with a victory. 30-29 over the Florida Storm. Here's a look at the post-game show and stats. Benji Matson, you're up.
I think we saw Florida play a fantastic game today on the road in a hostile environment. Tough to come to Vancouver and play. They had a terrible game last week, and they put that behind them. They came out and they played strong today. We saw the emergence of Optimus Klein here on the replay. 2 touchdowns today for him, 11 for 11, 91 yards. Ron Cochran, that interception at the end of the game was unfortunate. You can't really pin that one totally on him. 310 yards today. He played really well. Florida played well. We see Robert Redford galloping to the end zone here. We didn't hear much from Robert Redford in the second half, but boy, is he a weapon for Vancouver. We're talking about Florida playing a great game today, and maybe Vancouver escaping at home with a victory, but I don't think you really have to ever say anything like that. Vancouver played well today. They faced a tough opponent in Florida, and their 0-2 record doesn't really tell you what that team is truly made of or all about. Florida's a good team, and I think Vancouver did what they had to do to win the game. Great performances when needed by their defense, timely defense. Leah Damo, strong play today on that front line, and Robert Redford, massive game today. And when Tom Pepper needed to deliver in the fourth quarter, he did. Vancouver played well, and they came away with the victory today. Great game played by both teams today.
And I think it all starts up front of the front seven of this Vancouver's defense, led by middle linebacker Kevin Brackett, defensive tackle Leo Dama. Those guys set the tone early in this game with big hits, pressure on the quarterback, and if you ask me, I think that was the outcome of the game. And just great, outstanding defense on both teams, by the way. Both teams played great. Can't take anything away from from the Florida Storm, from the way they played tonight. Just one turnover too many cost them the game. There's a look at the player of the game. And I think the play of the game, Benji, goes to the two guys in the booth who had to put on their glasses late in the game.
Well, it was easy to see today that Robert Redford is worthy of the Player of the Game award. He had a fantastic game today, helping lead Vancouver to the victory.
Absolutely. Hey, everyone. I was your play-by-play commentator today, Damon Simeon. Alongside me was Benji Matson, and we're out.